The City of Witches, Episode 26. Keishi in Love, Chapter 8. Angelo was roaming through Freedom Avenue looking for the pair of lovers he has been contracted to separate. According to his intel, they would be meeting there. Angelo decided that this would be the last time he would try to negotiate with them. If they decide to stay together, Angelo would start using brute force. Let's hope that they listen, Angelo thought. Suddenly, Angelo noticed someone waiting at the tram stop. A woman, wearing a white jacket. In fact, it was the very Keishi that has been the person of interest in his gig. I guess it's my lucky day, said Angelo. The Keishi was simply waiting for her boyfriend when she saw Angelo approaching her. "Oh no, not you again," she said as she was getting up. She started to run away and text her boyfriend to meet her somewhere else. "Wait, I'm not here to hurt you," said Angelo. "I'm here just to talk." That made the Keishi calm down at least for now. "Why can't you leave us alone?" the Keishi asked. "I think you know why," said Angelo. "You know that your father wants to keep his clan in power as much as he can, and I am against separating you two, but I also have a job to do. And your relationship hurts the integrity of your father's rule, so he wants me to do something about it. And trust me, it would be better for all of us if you listened." "Sometimes I don't understand this guy," said the Keishi. "Okay, let's say I can consider it." "I'm glad," said Angelo. "But before that I want to know why our relationship threatens his rule," said the Keishi. "Well, isn't it obvious?" said Angelo. "You are in a relationship with a human. I know the Keishi traditions. I know that having a human lover leads to discrimination. And you should know that as well, considering who your father is." The Keishi staring at Angelo after listening to his ramblings. She realized what prejudices he was talking about, and all she could do about it was to laugh. "What is so funny to you?" Angelo said. "Oh, it's nothing," said the Keishi. "It goes to show how much my father only cares about the tip of his tail." The Keishi soon started laughing again. Angelo was running out of patience. "Hey, get to the point," said Angelo. At that moment, a man in a black shirt appeared at the tram stop. It was the Keishi's boyfriend. His girlfriend greeted him and kissed him on the cheek. "Well, it looks like the point came to us instead," said the girlfriend. "What do you mean?" said Angelo. "Is that him again?" the boyfriend asked. "But listen to this," said the girlfriend. "It turns out my father thinks you are a human." "Wow, that really is something I did not expect to hear," said the boyfriend. Angelo was completely lost. "Can you please get to the point?" he asked. Yes, I'll tell you what's going on," said the boyfriend. "You see, I am a Keishi too." And Angelo was left completely speechless. "So, this whole gig was for nothing?" Angelo said. "Looks like so," said the girlfriend. Angelo tried to somehow comment on the situation, but he found himself only able to laugh. That was the last thing he expected to hear, and he was glad. When Lord Alfred heard the news, he was just as shocked as Angelo. He couldn't bring himself to react differently than by sighing. "Is that true?" Lord Alfred asked. "It looks like it," said Angelo. "Well then, I am terribly sorry to bother thee," said Lord Alfred. "I admit that I employed thee for nothing." "Hey, let's look at the bright side of this all," said Angelo. "Do you think you'd ever find out if not for me?" "Maybe thou art right," said Lord Alfred. "Maybe it was not all for nothing." "Well, I'm glad I could help," said Angelo. And I'm glad that it all ended in a peaceful way. Well, I will go now, said Lord Alfred. Hey, wait, Angelo called. May I ask you to do one thing? It depends on what it shall be, said Lord Alfred. Can you tell Mr. Ovid that I did a good job? Lord Alfred thought about Angelo's request. Well, yes, I do not see any reasons not to. Thank you, said Angelo. Be safe on your way. Thou too, said Lord Alfred, and disappeared into the city. Angelo looked into the sky and smiled. He was really glad at how non-violent this gig turned out. He was really relieved. He thought about his family. Oh, how Angelo missed them. But he was one more step closer to seeing them. 3 more gigs. It will end soon. Wait for me just a bit longer. Wow, that's a funny story, said Sarah between the bites of her burger. They really knew for such a long time? Unbelievable, isn't it? Said Giovanna. To think I was so afraid without a reason. And what are you gonna do about your body? Asked Angelo, referencing how Giovanna was still using her masculine body. I'll go buy the stuff for the ritual when I finish eating, said Giovanna. More importantly, how's your job going? Ah, right, that is also a funny story, you know, said Angelo. I cannot wait to hear the details, said Ursula. How did it go? It turns out that boyfriend I had to tell to give up was a Keishi too, said Angelo. So there was no reason for the Lord to make the gig? Asked Ursula. Nope, not a single one at all, said Angelo. Everybody was laughing at how absurd the situation was. Everybody except Giovanna. She seemed to be intensively thinking about something. Did they transform in front of you? Giovanna asked Angelo. Huh? No, said Angelo. Then how do you know if they weren't lying? Angelo was hit by the realization that Giovanna might have had a point. What if the Keishi lied just to make Angelo go away? Well, I'm not really eager to find out.